Jim Boeheim, the story of the game was Matt Moyer had a huge game. New York, it was all something of a blur later in the Syracuse locker room, where television cameras focused their bright lights and reporters jostled to lean in close and the questions kept coming from Matt Moyer. The Syracuse basketball forward remembered, vaguely, the tip slam that roused the Madison Square Garden crowd and ignited his career game in an orange uniform. He remembered seeing his parents sitting behind the Syracuse bench and how important it was for him that they witnessed his 18-point, 8-rebound performance as Sioux defeated Connecticut 72-63. He remembered the awe he felt as he entered the arena, where he had watched on television as Eric Devendorf stood on a scorer's table and Syracuse UConn went down in basketball lore. Moyer sat and kept talking, still a little bit stunned it seemed, by what had transpired here. The story of the game was Matt Moyer had a huge game, Sioux coach Jim Boeheim had said in his post-game remarks. He really struggled all year. He got to the offensive boards. He got 3 offensive rebound basket tips. He was a big difference in the game. Moyer came into the Garden averaging 17.7 minutes, 2.4 points and 4 rebounds per game. He was shooting 37% overall and had not made a 3-point shot in 2 attempts. His start to Tuesday's game did not suggest those numbers would alter in any significant way. A little more than a minute into the game, he was whistled for traveling. For Moyer, that quick mistake provided an odd inspiration. "I love the travel. I thought the travel was awesome for me," Moyer said. "I got the ball and said, you know what, I need to be aggressive. If you turn it over, whatever. If you make a mistake, whatever. My mindset after that was, you know what, I can play with these guys. I can play at a high level. And I was blessed to be able to do that." Within seconds, he was converting a pass from Oshae Brissett, then lining up a 3 in the corner that fell. And then, with 12:12 left in the first half, it happened. Brissett missed a corner 3 from the right side. And Moyer soared to the rim, untouched by any Husky, and threw down a slam that got the Garden gasping. After it went down, Moyer threw his arms in celebration, all his athletic fury evident on his face. "I'm curious if that's going to be on ESPN's Top 10. That would be pretty cool. That would be crazy. I don't even remember it. It was all a blur. I was just zoned out. I was just in a zone today," he said later, all gushing stream of consciousness. "Oh, she shot it and I was thinking, why is nobody blocking me out? Are you serious? The ball came off and I think I boosted off somebody. I was, like, whoa. I slammed it in, I guess." "The emotions just flowed out of me. This is a special place. It's a special place." His dad, Fred, celebrated a birthday Monday. Fred and Annette Moyer sat in the section reserved for Syracuse family members right behind the orange bench, and their son said he was so happy, so filled with emotion, to play so well with his parents in attendance. He has acknowledged his coach's toughness on him this season. At one point during Tuesday's post-game news conference, Boeheim mentioned Moyer has been horrible all year and him being nice. Horrible is a nice word for what he's done. Moyer said Boeheim told me how he was going to coach me. He expected to hear the same biting comments previous players had endured. He expected to be held to a certain standard. And yes, he expected to be yelled at. coach has been doing this with guys who are in the pros now," Moyer said. "You can go down the list of all the pros that got it. If they can get it, I can get it. It's no big deal." He prepared for Tuesday's game like he prepared for every other game this season. He wants, he said, to try to make an impact, to provide rebounding relief, to be more than a ball rotator. On Tuesday, he drove the baseline and scored. He put back missed shots, 2 of which will find homes on highlight compilations. He grabbed an important late rebound. He took 9 shots and made 7 of them. "We just did the same things we were doing and he recognized better and got to the boards better," Boeheim said. "People are concentrating on Frank and Hughes driving and Oshie and has got to find those spots where he can get to the open area, especially on the glass. The thing that coach told me was I can't go out there and make nothing happen," Moyer said. "I gotta be aggressive. It's one thing if you go out there and make mistakes. But you got to go out there and try to do something. You can't just be a ball rotator. At the beginning of the game, I noticed Yukon was not playing me. They were playing 5-on-4. The 3-point attempt," he said, "was all about having some cojones to take it, to trust that the shooting drills he does every day with Sue assistant Adrian Ottery translate into more than simple exercises." As Moyer sat in that scrum of reporters late Tuesday night, Boeheim walked by and remarked about Moyer's sudden popularity. Moyer and some of his Syracuse teammates chuckled. His roommate, Hughes Battle, sat across the way, witnessing the attention focused on Moyer. "He's our teammate, so we're just so happy for him to play well and see good things going for him," Battle said. "And I know that really helped his confidence a lot. He was a terrific player tonight," Boeheim said, "and I think he can build on this. Best and worst from Syracuse basketball versus Connecticut."